Hey guys, I hope that everybody's doing well. Before we get into the reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. I'm getting something here about being confident about what you know. I'm seeing something that you're studying very closely, something that you're working on, something that you've been putting a lot of time and effort into. Can be something that you're studying. There is an end goal that you're working towards, and it looks like you are maybe coming out on the tail end of this process. I'm seeing a lot of work that you've already done. You just may be at the point of like even perfecting something. There's even like a collection or a catalog of what you've been working on. Yeah, I'm hearing like perfecting, trying to get it right. This can be part of your healing process as well. You may be working on something with the heart chakra, even like overcoming circumstances or an experience that you went through. I'm seeing something that you're taking very, very seriously. Okay, so the first zodiac, I'm looking at Libra. So yeah, I'm seeing something having to do with like healing, clearing, can be related to like the chakra system, can be also something that you're studying when it comes to healing. Could even be signing on for something. It doesn't have to be in a literal sense. Because of this work that you're putting in and this effort that you're putting in right now, it seems like the outcome that you're going to get is one where you feel very clear, very sound. I'm also hearing maybe like sound mind, balanced. So this is even something that, because of the work that you're doing like independently and even like for yourself on a personal level, this is also going to have an impact on other people as well. And like even bring more of a sense of balance to other people. It reminds me of a quote from Ram Dass where he says, "The most I can do for you is work on myself." And that's very much what this feels like, because of this thing that you're doing right now that you're focusing on, which is like absolutely for the betterment of you. I'm seeing like this may also go on to have an impact on other people too. And even be something where you're bringing light to other people or like restoring a sense of balance and doing so in a way with like integrity and honesty. This may even start impacting your close relationships too. So I'm looking at Gemini pop out next to Libra here. And both of these cards speak of partnerships as well. So this can be somebody that you're working with or somebody that's going to be affected by the work that you're doing. And you can be too trying to figure out, because of, again, this work that you're doing, like as an individual, it may be something that's going to affect your close relationships, maybe a particular relationship. There's even the notion of potentially wanting to address something to fix it or restore balance in some sort of way with a close relationship that you have. I'm getting something too about like being a better partner. So you may want to do something or create something and like have a clear idea of what this is, but you may not have done it yet. But it can be not because you don't have what it takes, because I'm seeing you be like pretty well prepared for something here. It seems like you have what you need to be able to do this. You, for some reason, may not believe that. And maybe this is also something that you're working on too. Like you recognize that like your energy is not going to be as powerful if you're not believing in yourself, if you're not believing in the words that you're speaking, if you're not conscious of the words that you're speaking, or if you don't believe that your words are going to be effective. This can have to do too with creative abilities as well. Like you want to manifest something or you want to be the creator of something, but you may not like have full faith in yourself right now. Yeah, so much highlight on the throat chakra. This may even be something that you're reflecting on and like calling out. Like even calling yourself out on something. Where it's like, we need to get it together here. Because I'm seeing you have a very, very powerful voice. It's just about believing in your power and how you use that. And you may even be seeing something that was holding you back, and it seems like maybe you getting in your own way of something here. This can also be like circumstances that you're in as well. At the core of it, it's about a mindset, but there could also be like environmental factors that are affecting you, because I'm seeing there's this way that you want to take control of something and like speak something out or have a conversation or like release something on a platform and be very creative. So it's all about like believing in your manifesting abilities and your creative abilities, because I keep getting this notion of like a creator here with the Magician. And it's all about believing in yourself enough to like speak your truth, to say what you need to say, and to do so in a way where like you're being authentic to yourself and exploring your creativity and making things happen, because there's an emphasis on the masculine energy over here. It seems like you're gaining more confidence the more that you're sticking with this and the more that you're working on it. I'm hearing practice makes perfect. So yeah, there may be something that you're doing in repetition that's helping you. I'm hearing brand, that's helping you gain a sense of self-confidence. like in this thing that you're focused on. Like maybe getting more comfortable with something, becoming more sure of yourself. And like actually starting to see the progress that you're making as well. Because it seems like something that like you may have been putting in a lot of work and maybe not seeing that much of a result. And it seems like you're getting down to a point where you're actually seeing something come from this. Feeling like you're making progress. Getting closer to what you want. I'm hearing specialized specialty. You could have also been debating like what part of myself or what skill set do I want to be using here? What do I want to be focusing on? Because this is something that like you could have been trying to figure out like which direction you wanted to take something in, and maybe feeling a hard time or struggling a bit in deciding on something. So yeah, making a decision and sticking with it as far as where you wanted to take something, or like what aspects of yourself you wanted to come into play in order to pursue this. It seems even like you have to toss something around until it gets resolved. Like there may be something that you're configuring and reconfiguring and like breaking down and building back up. It even seems like a mathematical problem that you're trying to find the solution to. And it seems like something that like it's going to take some time for this to make sense. Because it seems like a lot of different elements that you're working with here. So it's about, I'm hearing fine tuning and also figuring out an effective way to maneuver through this. Because I'm seeing even like a complicated or tricky situation that you're moving through, or like a lot of different converging elements that you're working with. And so there's a sense of taking your time and like even waiting for the dust to settle. So I'm seeing you make leaps and bounds with your progress, with what you've been focusing on right now, what you've been working on. It seems even like you standing in a space and pausing for a moment and being like, let me think about where I was in the beginning of this, and now let me look at where I am right now. And it's like having that viewpoint of the spectrum of your journey. I'm seeing you even realize like how far you've come with something. Feels like it's both connected with like clearing out the heart chakra. So this is like addressing pain, addressing trauma, experiences that like close us down or block us out, and the ways that you've healed through this, and also like what you've discovered within yourself, and also like through the experiences that you've had, how that's led you to doing what you're doing now and exploring what you're doing now. And how it's even allowed you to be more effective. So it's this aspect of you that you now have access to through this journey that you've been on. I get the feeling like you may have gotten to the point that you needed to like do something else, or to branch off, or to explore something, but you may be still feeling stuck, like you're not there yet. It's like you're running a marathon and you wanted to get to like 5K, and it's like you got to 5K, but for some reason you're like stammering with something here. but it feels like it's related to, like, you maybe not believing that, like, the situation is right, or the circumstance isn't right, or the environment isn't right, but it all falls back on you, and, like, you needing to trust and believe in yourself that you are ready for something. And so once you come to the conclusion of making this decision, it seems like you're going to be able to, like, address something and sort out whatever this is that needs to be worked through. Even finding a way. Okay, for example, you say you want to work with people, right? It seems like you have, like, the skills or the certification or whatever it was that you needed, the tools, the experience to be able to pursue this thing, but you may feel in a way that you don't have enough yet. But it seems that as soon as you get to a place where you're like, okay, I'm ready to make this decision and go in this direction, it looks like as soon as you get into that space mentally, you are going to be able to do something very, very effectively. So it's like whatever this goal was of what it is that you're pursuing, you're going to be able to do it and do it well. It's just about you getting to that place within your head. Because I'm even seeing you be like, a character flaw or a character trait is like me going back and forth and like not being decisive. So as soon as you get decisive about this, I'm seeing you feel very strong, like feeling very connected with your energy, and also being confident that you're going to be able to problem solve whatever this is that's happening. And there may even be like other people that you're helping by doing this. Squaring something away, working something out. It even seems like you could be addressing something with a particular person that you're connecting with. You could also be working with like other people within dynamics. It's like this could be you working out something within a personal dynamic that you have, but you could also be working with like couples or something like that, or like other people. And learning as you go. Seems like it's just a matter of you pursuing something now, initiating, getting things moving. There could even be something that wasn't working before, meaning there could be like a collaboration that wouldn't necessarily work before that now it is going to work. And if this is not someone outside of yourself, this can be you with yourself. It's like these two different aspects of yourself that you weren't, I'm hearing the word congealed, that you weren't getting to like work together or synthesize, and now you have these two aspects that are both independently very strong that you're going to bring together. But it's something that you still may be finding your footing with, so you don't know how this is going to go. It seems like it's something that it's going to take a bit of time to uncover this. I'm seeing there also be like a bit of hesitance with like maybe making a concrete plan. It looks like, too, this is also about you finding your authentic voice. Not that you don't know what it is when you're with yourself, but this may be finding your authentic voice when you are working and collaborating with other people. So it's like when other people bring their energy into the mix, who are you? And how do you represent that authentically? And this may be something that you're working on and something that like you're going to gain more and more experience with too. Because it even seems like by immersing yourself in this, because you're not going to know everything off the bat. Like there's definitely, wisdom to be gained through experience. It looks like you kind of jumping into things is gonna help you with being more self-assured, like through the experiences, and also being okay with like maybe not getting everything right all the time, maybe making some mistakes, and also learning and adapting through these experiences that you're having. Because I'm seeing you over here want to decide on this direction that you're pursuing, or this project that you're pursuing, whatever it is for you. And it's something that you feel inspired by. It's something that feels right to you. It's just a matter of making that decision, of choosing this path. And also being clear on your expectations. Also being clear on what you want to receive from this too. So it's knowing, if I put in this much effort, like this is how I expect to also be compensated. And knowing that beforehand so you can advocate for yourself if need be. And also know that if something isn't going in that direction, that some sort of change will need to be made. When you're working with other people. Because there could even be like a project or a direction that you're going to be going in. And like, as I said before, there's a notion of like reciprocity being important here. And I'm seeing it be like when you're working with other people, even so as not to be like overpowered by other people's energies too. So you feel like confident standing up for yourself and saying what needs to be said. Knowing your voice and expressing it. There may also be like a fear of like criticism or a lack of support, or maybe fearing like a lack of understanding when it comes to like maybe a person or certain people that you would be working with, or certain people that would even like judge or critique what it is that you're doing. And also being self-assured in a way where you know that you're not asking too much, because you also recognize your worth too. So it's like, don't get in your head if like someone doesn't understand your vision. It's about you recognizing your worth, advocating for yourself, and not backing down. Rolling with the punches and all of that. It seems too like if something doesn't go accordingly, or it doesn't go as you had expected it to, it seems like this is also about like finding a way to like be fluid and adjust to what this is going on, while still like standing firm in like your beliefs and your boundaries, and not negotiating the non-negotiable. Because I'm seeing like there may be a little bit of a bump that you experience. However, like the more you're using your resources and the more strategic you are, I'm seeing that you're going to be successful. Even so you don't get dragged into some nonsense. Yeah, I'm seeing like there could have been somebody that you were working with that maybe like wasn't treating you how you wanted to be treated, or wasn't like maybe speaking to you. It's like the way that they were showing up left much to be desired, it seems. And that could have felt disappointing because I'm seeing you like openly trying to work with this person, but they just may be in a place where like they're not willing to like budge or change. Because to have the Three of Pentacles, which speaks about like openly trying to like work something out or collaborate and like learn and teach and all of that, and that exchange that you have with someone, next to the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is somebody that's like unwilling to collaborate. It's like they don't want to be a team player. They're kind of stuck in their own ways and like very rigid. And so like you may have been trying to work with somebody that's not trying to work with you. And this may also be something that you are still adjusting to, but hoping and working through this in a way where it doesn't deter you from what it is that you're pursuing. And not letting it pull you backwards. This is somebody that you shared a bond with. There's definitely an emotional connection here. But it even seems like the best move strategically for you to end something, because you recognize that like something about like your standards or how you expected this person to show up was not happening. So I'm seeing it be a notion where like even though there is that emotional connection there, that energetic connection, like something just needed to come to an end. So it didn't like become a barrier to your progress and where you're trying to go. Because I'm seeing this ending and you being like, I know my worth here, and feeling successful because of that, because of you showing up for yourself and moving away from something that was not a right fit for you. Seems like now that things have ended, it grants you the opportunity to like even find the peace that you were looking for and move into a better position. That's the plan anyway. Devising a plan may actually help you a lot. Like even perceiving the moves that you're going to be making, so when the time comes, you know which steps to take. I'm seeing that that's going to benefit you. Because this may be like even a tricky type of energy that you've been working with. So I'm seeing like somebody intelligent, but they may at times be like manipulative, or they could be somebody where like if you're not sure, you may be like influenced to see from this person's perspective, but there may be something skewed even about their perspective. Because as I said before, I'm seeing somebody like kind of closed off. So it's like they're in the mind frame of being like, you're either going to agree with me, or like this is a no-go, I'm not going to work with you. So it feels very conditional. So this may be something that you're moving through, like a difficult energy that you're working with, but it could be somebody that you have some like even form of attachment with that's kind of difficult to break away from, because for some reason I'm seeing like there be an intense connection between you and this person. And that may even be why something was allowed to continue to, like, even the lengths that it did. Because there's even the notion of you being like, I want peace, I want harmony, and feel like it's not like that with this person. But this is about you standing up and advocating for yourself and not negotiating on things that you're not actually comfortable negotiating on. Looking at Aries and Capricorn here. Once you separate from this and move on, because it seems like a chapter is definitely meant to close, once you do that, I'm seeing like you step immediately into this sense of like relief and feeling like things are peaceful, even like making a plan as to where you're going to be going, where you're stepping next. So it seems like future planning that you're making, especially like goal-oriented, goal-related plans. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for connecting. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.